Welcome everyone to my Castform spotlight, and today I am going to feature a team with Castform, with Weatherball, Waragon and Thunder, Skarmory with Skydeck and Flash Cannon, and Registeel with Flash Cannon and Focus Blast. So let's see how we do. So this is a standard meta team with the original team was Azumarill, Altaria and Registeel, but I subbed out Azumarill for Castform and I brought in Skarmory for Altaria coverage. So this is a very common scenario you're going to see. Registeel lead and he switches into a Shadow Victreebel. It did chunks to my Castform, but I can farm it out with Skarmory. No need to shield. And I'm going to air slash it down. Nope. Now, if this was Altaria, this might have been a better matchup because I would have shielded that Focus Blast or Flash Cannon and I would have swapped back to my Castform. But Skarmory gets just walled by Registeel and I didn't want to use any shields on my Skarmory. I wanted to keep my shields for my own Registeel. So this, if you guys do know, this is actually a very positive matchup versus Castform. So versus Azumarill, Azumarill versus Registeel is very iffy. Like Azumarill has to land the Hydro Pump, then an Ice Beam or Play Rough. Like it's very iffy. You have to land the Hydro Pump and you have to have the Hydro Pump. But versus Castform, you go straight Weather Ball, no baiting, no nothing, just go straight Weather Ball. And if you're facing an Azumarill, you just shield one Play Rough. You have to shield one Play Rough, and then you can just go straight Thunder. It's a very solid Pokemon. So I actually I recorded this quite a while ago because I tried multiple teams with Castform in it, and initially I ran Altaria instead of Skarmory, but now I started running Skarmory because of Whiscash, and I have faced quite a lot of Whiscash. Now my previous Toxicroak team, the team House suggested, the Toxicroak, Azumarill and Registeel team was kind of weak to Whiscash, so you had to align Whiscash with your Azumarill, but this team covers that weakness. So very close match. I won with 1 HP. My Registeel is very high ranked. It's about 120, I think. From overall 120, it's pretty good Registeel. So this time I face an Alolan Marowak. I have seen Alolan Marowak gone up in priority only because of Registeel. Because a lot of people tend to lead Registeel or Toxicroak, seeing how start, seeing King's feature videos, and also Deoxys defense. So Alolan Marowak very solid lead, and this Castform I wouldn't say is very off meta, but it deters from the actual meta picks and actually counters the top few meta you see. Azumarill overall is better than Castform because Azumarill covers a lot of other matchups that Castform doesn't, but Castform has just those solid matchups in the meta. So I get to a Sky Attack, but he decides to throw his energy. This is very good for me. He goes for a Bone Club, but I survive. He should have just first spun me down, but I get to a Sky Attack. And he is going to fire spin me down, but I have Castform. Now this team does struggle a little bit versus Alolan Marowak, but if you lose the lead and if your opponent has Alolan Marowak in the back, save your Castform for the Alolan Marowak. Now he is using Bastion. This is very positive for me. He's down shields, and I don't think I need to shield it. No, I don't, because now I will just go to my Registeel and go straight Focus Blast. One Focus Blast at this health will KO that Bastion. So I'm facing quite a lot of hardcore meta teams, and you guys will face the same teams like Registeel, Deoxys defense, Azumarill. They're just all over the place. And if you're facing a fighter, I would suggest letting your Castform go. Like if you're facing a Medicham or Toxico, just try to burn their shields. Now this, it's a very hardcore match. It's a very hard loss match for me. He's leading Tropius and he has Swampert in the back. So I lost the lead very hard and Swampert beats Skarmory too. So let's see how we come back here. So here I am going to tank Hydro Cannon because I am going to try to delay the switch clock as much as possible. And this time I am going to shield. Yes. So now either he has to burn his shield. Now I go for a sky attack because I try to farm him down. I should have gone for the sky attack because I would have burned his shields, but I am down 2 shields. But I have a sky attack loaded. And he has Tropius and now Azumarill in the back. So nothing that hardwalls Registeel. Now this Azumarill, even if it had Hydro Pump, I would have just let it go, and I would have came back with my Castform to burn his to Thunder burn his shields, because I know I have a Sky Attack charged on my Skarmory, and I can just go for straight Sky Attack on his Tropius. So even though I lost the lead, I managed to turn the game around. So he shields the Flash Cannon. Now I swap into my Castform this to catch the Ice Beam because I was at Ice Beam K range, and look how much damage he did. So now he is going to come back into his Tropius. I think I should have just let it go. I think I should have just let my Registeel go. And I come back with my Skarmory. My Skarmory has quite a bit of HP left, and Razor Leaf will not KO Skarmory at this zone. And I go for another Sky Attack, and I let go. And I tried to burn his shields, but he didn't. Now he will try to farm me down. I don't think he is running a Hydro Pump Azumarill. So this is why you need a Hydro Pump Azumarill for this specific team. Now this here, I think that's going to be an Ice Beam. Yes, it is. I catch the Ice Beam with my Registeel and I get to a Flash Cannon. So I lost the lead very hard and I managed to come back. GG. And this is match 4, I think. I am in rank 8. I haven't really ranked that much because I lose a lot. Now again, this isn't very positive, but this isn't very negative either. It's a shielding matchup, and he switches to his Swampert. This is very positive for me because I need his Swampert down because both Skarmory and Registeel kind of weak to Swampert. Skarmory, it's a shielding thing, but Registeel very weak to Swampert. So here this works in my own favor. I think he thought that Castform was a lantern or something, I don't know. But here I am going to shield. So Swampert can Sludge Wave or Earthquake Azumarill, but versus Castform, Swampert can do that. Now I catch the Hydro Cannon with my Skarmory. I have loaded energy on my Castform. So here I am switching after I load my Pokemon with energy to burn shields to wait out the switch timer. So these are advanced strats. You can learn this from practice. So my point is always keep your eye on your switch timer because you can then delay your switch timer further. So I shield here to delay my switch timer because I have energy on my Skarmory and I switch to my Registeel. So although I am down a shield, I have a loaded Skarmory and almost a loaded Castform. So now I come back into Registeel to burn his shields, and he has Venusaur in the back, so it doesn't matter at this point. We also have Frenzy Plant. I go for another Flash Cannon. He shields. Although Frenzy Plants are resisted, but it does quite a lot of damage to my Registeel. Just look how much health my Registeel has left. Straight Frenzy Plants from Venusaur. Although he did burn a shield. So now I have a loaded Skarmory and I will not shield that. I fast attack him down so that I have enough energy to land one or two more sky attacks on his Skarmory. And I get to another sky attack. So if I had thrown my charge, I wouldn't be able to win this match because I have Castform in the back and he would just farm me down and sky attack KO my Castform. And from yesterday, I don't know if that was the update or not, I have faced a lot of trouble logging in. Like today, I haven't been able to log in since morning. So, I don't know. Here, I think I'm taking a break. So that's why it's taking a bit of time. I forgot to cut this part out. So let's talk matchups. So we saw the Registeel lead, we saw Skarmory and Tropius lead hard. That was a hard loss lead. And what if you face an Azumarill? If you are facing an Azumarill or Toxicroak, if you're facing Azumarill, just go for straight. I'm sorry. Yes, if you're facing an Azumarill, just go for straight Thunder. And in this match, I switch to my Skarmory. And I am trying to wait out the switch close. So this is where Skarmory shines. So if he had Altaria, Skarmory would be able to beat Altaria. So the only thing Skarmory lacks is it gets hard walled by Registeel. So although Altaria loses to Registeel, but 2-1 or 1-2 shields, Altaria actually wins and it does a lot of damage to Registeel with Dragon Breath. But Skarmory just gets walled. So here he has an Azumarill. Remember, I have Skarmory with energy in the back. So here I shield the Hydro Pump, which is huge for me. Huge. The one way Azumarill can win is if it can land the Hydro Pump and an Ice Beam. Without that, Azumarill cannot beat Registeel. It is a very iffy matchup. But Castform not that iffy. So here I switch to my own Castform. And I basically sack my Castform because I know he has a Shift in the back. And I should have gone for Thunder here. Or I should have just stayed in. I think I should have just stayed in there. Because now his Shifty would have energy. And I am down to shield. His Shifty has a lot of energy built up. So this match not looking so good. But this was my own fault. I go for a Sky Attack. But I think he will get to another Leaf Blade. And KO me. And he switches into his Skarmory. So here I should have just swapped in Registeel. So very well played by him. So I try to farm down his Skarmory. I am facing a bit of lag, but he has Shifty with energy. Again, he has Shifty with energy in the back. So I farm down his Skarmory. I have about 100 energy on my Registeel. But I would need to charge some more for another Flash Cannon. And he gets a foul play. So Shifty would always get CMP and he kills me. Yes, he does. So I go 4-1 in this set. And the last match I lost because of my own fault, not because of Castform. And I get a Tepic, yes, a Tepic, not a Cobalion. So this was it. Hope you guys liked my Castform videos. And I am in quarantine, so I hope to make a lot more videos. I am just studying and making videos at this point. I am actually kind of enjoying this. Like some time off, being myself, doing what I like most, and catching up my studies. I have my A-levels during May, June, but it might get postponed. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but hope I can make more great content. So this is Bhuvan Ahmed signing off.